Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So I hope you have your pearls ready to be clutched because this is going to be this kind of video. And when it comes to my pet care, people like to clutch their pearls over every little thing. That's what I'm going to discuss today. I'm going to tell you the full story about Julia, and then I'm not going to talk about it anymore. So basically what's going on is I'm now being accused of being an animal abuser because my cat has not been spayed yet. And she has been given 2 times, not once or 3 times, it's 2 times. I don't know what they call it, a progestin shot. It's a hormone shot to keep her out of heat for several months. Her first shot lasted almost a year. So yeah, they can last several months. The first one was administered by a different veterinarian, this one a different one, 2 different veterinarians. But if you're gonna call me an animal abuser for getting her this shot, then you're also calling the veterinarian an animal abuser.
What about the veterinarian that documented the neglect of BBJ? Neglect is also abuse. You love to pretend that the nails were just a little long, but there was a list of problems you choose to dismiss.
Which I can guarantee you 100%, they're not in the profession to abuse animals. You would need to call them that logically because they're the ones who actually gave the shot. And actually, when we first brought Julia to the vet when she went into heat to see about getting her fixed, which we did do, the vet was the one who suggested the shot for now because she needed other treatments that he wanted performed before she could be fixed. So here's the story. We got Julia from someone Salah knew. That person that Salah knew got them from somebody they knew and had to leave the country. So they were looking to rehome Julia. Julia was never theirs. They had other cats to take care of. That person wasn't really sure about her whole history, about her exact age and everything like that. So we weren't sure about her exact age. It was just an estimate. I can't even remember now what it was, but she was pretty young.
You can literally see the gears turning in her head while she's trying to lie on the spot. She's already slipped many times that they got Julia from the street. There's a reason they deleted all those cat feeding videos from right before they got her. And what did they do after snatching her? Never got her vaccinated or spayed.
She went into heat the first time, so we brought her to the vet almost right away. The vet examined her and saw that she had like a skin condition we had no idea about, that he wanted to be fixed up first. So we had to take her where she gets her nails trimmed, get her a couple of these the special shampoo to wash her skin, and that would have to clear up before she could be vaccinated. So then we had to get her vaccinated, and then we had to arrange to get her fixed. But we thought, even the vet said there's no rush because she has this vaccine that can last up to a year, and it did not a year. He said actually 10 months. This actually lasted almost a year. We just weren't really keeping track, I guess.
Stop lying. You have constantly been reminded since then by your chat to get Julia spayed. Every time you'd go off on them and tell them you were going to do it when you felt like it. Julia was never more than a prop for her.
He didn't want to give her the vaccine while she was in heat because whenever she was in heat, she was under more stress and just more, tired and everything like that. He wanted to wait until after her cycle was over or she was no longer in heat because this injection would have put her out of heat within 3 days. Again, if it was animal abuse, the doctor would be responsible for the animal abuse because they're the one who recommended it to us in the first place while we took care of her other health issues. To say for a creator, you know who it is, to constantly make content on the basis that we abuse our animals is full defamation.
Sounds like you don't know what defamation means. It's not defamatory if it's the truth, and FFG could establish what was the truth when a vet documented the condition BBJ was in.
Full defamation. I might be in Kuwait now, but this person better hope that I don't follow through with a defamation case in the future. You can laugh now, but all of it, on my side, all of it's documented on their channel. Like, they have these streams and all these videos. And even if they take them down, the internet's forever, right? So anyway, because that's what it is. It's pure defamation. Even accusing me of animal abuse with BBJ, I have those files from the animal control who are responsible for animal abuse cases on my side. They've always left our premises without any account, without deeming any abuse, or neglect.
Because you hid every time they came knocking on the door. You never actually let them in and have a look at the animals. They were forced to leave and could only hang up a piece of paper on your door. Never forget poor Timbit, who died alone in that filthy room after a life of neglect.
That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not revisiting old drama. There's just no way. So back to Julia. So it was the vet who actually suggested this while we could take care of the other issues for Julia. Actually, as a side note, I just want to say, all of this is not really anyone's business, how I take care of my pet.
It is because you don't take care of your pet. Of course, people can make it their business, and they should. People like you should never be allowed to look after another innocent animal ever again.
If my pet, she's being well fed, she's spoiled with love, and she's very comfortable here. Like, if she was out on the streets of Kuwait in the heat with no food, shelter, water, come on, you know? There's just this person who has to keep making me, twisting things, making me out to be a villain so they continue to have content. Anyways, meanwhile, they smoke all the time, hotboxing their animals with their cigarette smoke.
Which you have done with your shisha since the start. Every time we get a video addressing whatever allegations, her response is always to project what she's doing onto others. For the record, a 1-hour shisha session is equivalent to 100 cigarettes. And to top it off, inside of a small room where they never as much as open a window.
And yes, I do smoke shisha once in a while, but I'm not here accusing people of animal abuse, am I? So I guess we just didn't really keep track of like how long the vaccine was lasting. She did end up going in heat again, and I think what triggered it was me having the scent of those male cats on me from downstairs, because she was really into the scent, and she went into heat like the next day. We are traveling very soon. I don't feel comfortable with getting her fixed without me being here to care for her and to keep an eye on her. Basically, we made the decision to go back to another vet and another pet clinic and say, you know, can we get her another shot for now? And the vet said yes, but this will be the last one. Usually 2 is like the max recommended, just to prevent problems in the future that the hormones could cause. Seeing that we don't really have another choice because we don't have the time. I know people will say, well, that's not an excuse not to get your pet. Not getting them fixed is not a medical emergency, okay? Like, we have these tickets bought, we have the hotel paid for, we have everything, and we will lose money on the plane tickets and everything. So yeah, seeing as the vet said it was okay to get another shot, we got her another shot. Lo and behold, she's fine. She has like no symptoms of any side effects. She's back to her regular self. She's not lethargic or not eating or anything like that. Trust me, she's eating and she's running around, chasing flies and whatever else. So
let's see how long after coming back you 2 dimwits will get her spayed then. Or are you just conveniently gonna lose track of time for another year?
If you want to accuse me of being an animal abuser because my cat was in heat, that is just beyond ridiculous. And after this video, we're not even going to address anything ridiculous like that. You can keep making your defamatory videos. I hope that they stack up, and I hope for your sake that I never take action on it. But we'll see, because that's just ridiculous at this point. Like, people are getting away with the most vile things and actions and saying and doing the most vile things to people in the community, and it's just like going too far. I get it that I'm not the person that I was and you don't have the content that you used to, and you know, guess what? People grow and they change and go through phases in life. I'm not here for your entertainment. I don't want to have her have an operation, which is more major for cats to be, female cats to be spayed than males, and just take off and leave the country because I would worry about her. You know, like, my pets are very much loved and you've never seen otherwise. Anyway, I guess that's it. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.